Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmat Acharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. This is prayer towards our masters. Before I start talking about any either Purana is stories, Upanishads, Veda is the essence of knowledge. 4 different Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. One is more like a textbook, Rig Veda. Yajurveda is how to do practical activities, like the rituals. Samaveda is more like a poetical explanation, like marketing. And Atharvaveda is how to get power. Upanishad is what is being, when this is Veda is explained, if you don't understand, you get a chance to ask questions sitting beside. What is taught sitting beside like a tutor? Guide. Precise question answer explanations is Upanishads. So for all the Vedas, you have got different Upanishads. Because every student would have asked a different question. So whatever one student asked, that becomes one Upanishad. Another student, another Upanishad. So these are all explanations. And most of these only talk about how social you have to be, how you should take care of the nature, how to live in a world where full of peace, calm, happiness. That's it. When these are being taught, even what I said now, I got this information either from book or from some gurus. Guru is teaching. So I must remember all of them before I give this information to somebody else. So that is the starting point of Guru Vandana. So what I chanted now is 3 paragraphs or 3 stanzas, 3 verses from the Guru Vandana. Everybody takes their own, but we have options. There is no strict rule that we have to do this. So Guru Brahma, who is Guru for us? What is being taught to me by my Guru is not what I am saying. It is my interpretation, my learning, my knowledge, my experience in other living. Everything I put together and then I present it. That freedom is given. I can change words, I can change the meaning, I can change the interpretation. Full freedom is given for us. So Guru Brahma. Brahma is inside my Hridaya, heart. If there is a process which makes me to think, that energy is called Brahma. So the most important in Bharatiya is Hindu. Bharat is the old India, including China, Mongolia, part, Pakistan, Afghanistan, everything together was together Bharat. Then it got into split into. So when we say Bharat, it is not India, it is a whole part. Because if you really look at it where Vedas are written, it is not in today's India. It is China, Mongolia border. That's what some people claim. Most of our people from India, the same family, husband is or wife is from Afghanistan. And we have people from Sri Lanka. In the whole story we will see, it's not a story of India. It's a story of Bharat. So Bharat is a big concept than India. So when we talk about knowledge, we are not talking about the Indian knowledge. We are talking about the bigger concept called Bharat and the knowledge in Bharat. And the whole area, Brahma is considered as the most powerful, who makes us creative. So Guru Brahma, my Guru is Brahma. Because my teacher also taught me something which their teachers did not teach. So they had their Brahma. So who is the ultimate God for us? The ultimate God is Brahma. Guru Brahma. And who made me to act? One of the avatars is Vishnu. The Trinity, three gods are there. One is creation, that is Brahma. Action is Vishnu. And meditation, sleep, is Shiva. So Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Shiva is called Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat, the actual Guru is Sakshat Param Brahma. And he is the Parashurama, who was the form of Vishnu, but his Guru was Shiva. So one of the Guru is Shiva for us. So we have Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, three. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. For all of them also the Guru is the Brahma. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And I consider you as the ultimate Guru and I prostrate in front of you. So you are my ultimate Guru is Brahma. Have you chanted this or do you know this? But do you know this meaning of this? Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. This is generally very well known, but there is another stanza which is not that well known, not used probably. Atnanatirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Atnanam is not having knowledge. Atnanam is like Timiram. Timiram is cataract. Not having knowledge is like having cataract. That means I know, we all of us know many things. But do you really know? Do you know the meaning? If somebody asks you that question, then you have a problem. Why? Because it's like we all have got cataract, where we have a vague idea but not very clear. Right? It is not that you don't know Bhagavad Gita. And if you want to know Bhagavad Gita, you can read one paragraph, gist of Bhagavad Gita, essence of Bhagavad Gita, introduction on Bhagavad Gita, somebody's interpretation on Bhagavad Gita. And everybody knows Bhagavad Gita. Right? But do you really know Bhagavad Gita? If somebody asks, then you have a vague vision. Atnana Timirandasya. Timiram is cataract. So Atnana means not having knowledge is like having cataract. And having knowledge is removing cataract. So who gives you the medicine for cataract? Is the person who is your teacher, Guru, who removes cataract. So the definition of Guru is given to you. Atnana Timirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya. But how is it removed? By using one kajal. Which like the black, what's it called?
It's called KOHL. Kohl.
Is it?
Yeah, in English it's called kajal is called.
You understood?
Oh, yeah.
That's used for making your eyes brighter, beautiful, blackish. So applying that is your job to make your vision clear. That means once upon a time in Bharat, India, we had a kajal which can heal cataract. That is why discipline is taken, right? Atnana Timirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshururmilidamyana. Who is the person who is giving you that kajal on your eyes? That person is called your Guru. That means who is giving you the vision to see things very clearly. That person is called Guru. So my salutation to that Guru who gave me that power. Then the last one is Sadashiva Samarambha, starting from Lord Shiva. Shankaracharya Madhyama. Shankaracharya is the one who explained most of the scriptures. So I salute to Shankaracharya for this. Asmat Acharya Paryantam. From him many people learned. Therefore all those gurus, I remember all my gurus who taught me. Who made Bhagavad Gita most famous? Shankaracharya was not a marketing person. Famous means who, there are two people, one is ISKCON. But before ISKCON, that is very, very recent. In the whole world, Chinmaya Mission is one who made, and it is 102 years back he took birth. He was from my place, my district, where my wife hails from that place. He learned, many people learned Bhagavad Gita, but nobody made it popular. He died in California. Who? Chinmaya Swami. Most of his life was in US. Most of his classes were in USA. And he took examples of Bhagavad Gita, put them into daily life, and how you can apply. Probably that is why Bhagavad Gita became very famous. Chinmaya Mission stands for Bhagavad Gita and Lord Krishna visions. So maybe when we talk about Bhagavad Gita, when I speak, probably I will have to remember Asmat Acharya Paryantam. So all those people who taught me Bhagavad Gita, who made Bhagavad Gita famous, who had some contribution in my learning, I must remember them. So probably I remember Chinmaya Swami, I remember Chidananda Puri, I remember Nitya Chaitanya Yeti. I learned from him. And Shankaracharya definitely. Because we have interpretations, maybe thousands and thousands of interpretations. Chidananda Puri Swami and me worked together in 2005 in the University of Calicut. He was the Sanatana Dharma chairperson. He has written on each chapter one book. The interpretations are not for Bhagavad Gita. Chapter number one book. So 18 books. I remember those days he was writing, it was almost 13, 14 years back. So listening to him is a different experience. So each one interpreted differently. Adhyatmik, Bhakti, Karma, Sankhya, Advaita. Everyone has got a different interpretation. One for action, one for knowledge, one for only bhakti. You just believe, don't ask any questions. Bhagavatam is such. Bhagavatam always talks about praising God. Don't ask questions. He is like this. And they don't ask questions also. So one who asks question, that is Advaita. There is no two. God and me are same, so I can question God. The actual Indian tradition is you can ask question. You don't have to believe. That's why in Bhagavad Gita also, the God keeps telling him, this is what you are supposed to do, this is what you are supposed to do, this is good for you, this will make you very good. But the end he says, as you desire. If you want to do it, otherwise you can skip it. Because option is given to you. That's one of the most beautiful. Therefore, in the whole Bhagavad Gita, you will see Bhakti Yoga. Have faith. The God will show his real magnanimous shape and all that. And you have got Karma Yoga. But most important is Jnana Yoga, knowledge. Do any job with knowledge. Without knowledge also you can do. Right? Without knowledge also you can do many things in this world. But having knowledge and doing is different from not having knowledge and doing. That is why the end of Bhagavad Gita he could have given knowledge, but he found before karma, before action, you must learn theory. So which is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? That's the second chapter. Why Bhagavad Gita is being told? That's in the first chapter. Because he was sad. All of us are sad. Whether to do this or not to do this. Confusion. When we have such confusion, who will help you? Guru will help us. And who is Guru here? Krishna is the Guru. Who is the disciple? Arjuna. So second chapter you will see, the first chapter he keeps on telling that I know everything. It doesn't worth doing all this. I know. That's what he says. I know. There is no purpose of this war. The war is useless. If I fight, I can kill all of them. But why kill all of them? What do I get? I get the kingship? Yeah. Do you think kingship can make me happy? So I am not going to be happy after this. Because ultimately every person in this world wants happiness. What gives you happiness is what we are trying for. But during the process what happens to us? We miss the aim. We want happiness but we don't know where do we get happiness. So we are searching for happiness, thinking that getting married gives me happiness. But after getting married, you know that before marriage I was happy. Then you decide that divorce is better. Divorce. So that also will not give you happiness. Correct? So we keep on. Making money gives you happiness. We give one example. Nice, beautiful dress. Yeah. Seeing is beautiful. So immediately you want to wear it. But when you wear it, you are not seeing. Others are seeing. Right? So we are hunting for happiness where we don't. You get a lot of money, happy? I'm sure all of you are peacefully sleeping, but if there are millions of dollars or rupees or any other nation currency you have at home, or you have 1 kg gold in your house, you will become sleepless. Correct? Arjite dukkham. Earning money is dukkham, unhappiness. Because you have to work for money. Keeping is also dukkham. Vaye dukkham. Spending is also dukkham. Dhanam sarvatra dukkhadam. Wherever money is there, there is unhappiness. The most unhappiest people will be people who have got a lot of money. Because it adds dependency to others. You drive your own vehicle, but if you get too rich, you will keep a driver.
Is it right there to put on a show that they are happy?
All of us assume that you want to have your breakfast, you need newspaper, you must listen to news. Therefore, if communication doesn't work a day, you are upset. If you don't have telephone, no problem, but once you have phone, you have problem. Correct? I am not tying watch for knowing the time, because it became a habit for me. No? So most of us are in habit, not because we want. Want is very less, but what we have done is we added a lot of extra requirements. So when we add more requirements, what are we doing? We are depending on that many number of people. Who is the poorest person? Who depends on many people? So in fact, the richest person is the poorest person in the world, because he depends on so many people, right? So one is money, which makes you unhappy. Second one, power, position, that's what we want. As you become more powerful, and your position is much higher, your freedom becomes much less. All of us know that the best thing in the world is to have freedom. But when you be powerful, when you are in high position, what is curtailed is your freedom. Right? Therefore, the best celebrity in the world, he cannot walk alone. When he walks, many people will go behind him, right? So his freedom is lost. So power, position, money, then what makes you happy? Knowledge. But when you don't know Bhagavad Gita, there is no problem. Once you start learning Bhagavad Gita, problem starts. Because first line I know, but second line, few lines I know. But do I know the whole story? Do I know really all that? Then you will have to remember so many things and then gets connected to something else. Every knowledge gets connected to something else, right? It keeps on connecting to different subjects. So if you don't know anything, connections are less. If you know something, connections becomes more. If you get more things, then the connections become much more complex. So you become most unhappiest. Because having learned, you think that I must learn a little more. If you did not start, there is no problem. Now having started, now you have a problem. I must get a lot of knowledge. So what is behind all this? Assume we don't have all this. Then are we human beings? We are like animals. But we don't want to live like animals. So what is to be done? We must gain knowledge. We must also make money. We must also gain knowledge. So how much knowledge we want? Limit it. Don't be too greedy. Money? Yeah, I must have my cup of tea. That's it. But I will decide where I will have my tea. That's a different thing. Right? So limiting this is what is being taught. Don't say that I don't want. If you say I don't want, if you want to say I don't want, you should have it. Correct or not?
Can you repeat that?
If I have to say I don't want, many students comes to me for academic counseling. Sir, I don't want to do MBBS. Did you get admission? No. If you don't get, why do you say you don't want? See, first get it and then say, I don't want. Best service in the world is giving something to somebody, right? Give food to somebody. Give money to somebody. Give dress to somebody. But if you want to give, what you should have?
You should have it.
You should have it. So the first requirement, having it. So is there anything wrong in making money? No, because if you want to give money to somebody else, you should have it. You see the interpretation? And we have got one of the best practice in Indian style, Upavasam. Upavasam means don't take food, right? But we adjust it saying only liquid food, we add fruits to that. And we add little, if you are a rice eater, take wheat on it. Change your diet. It's also upavasa. Because I am not eating what is my usual practice. And all the wheat eaters will eat rice. All the rice eaters will eat wheat on it. Or we have a lot of cornflakes or maybe different items. And then you don't know. Yeah, sabudana. See, I am not supposed to eat any wheat or rice today, so I will have bambino. But to eat bambino inside, it is made from wheat. Thick wheat. We dilute. Because we cannot be in upavasa. But what is upavasa? Don't take food. Right? Therefore, that is one method to reach God. That's why many people do upavasa. For my husband to become most healthy, I will do upavasa. We have prayers. Right? To get job for my child, I will do upavasa. To get my wife married to somebody else, so that I will do upavasa. Do lot of different prayers. But what is upavasa? Upavasa, sit beside. And who can do upavasa? Those who have got sufficient food at home, they can do upavasa. Otherwise, all the poor people, starving people in the world, what are they doing? You understood? They are starving. What is that? Do you call starving as upavasa?
No.
No. Having and you don't want. There is a difference between not having and don't want, and having and don't want. India is a place where we believe you should have it, therefore half of your life you start earning. It's like management curve. You start earning only after learning. And after that learning you should have earning, then start giving. You understood? That is how the life is created. One is bachelors, brahmachari. That is the learning time. Fine? After learning, remove L. L-E-A-R, learn. Remove L. Then you get earn. After earning, create your family. Make your houses. Development. Development is not individual. When you make a house, you are actually demanding a lot of things, right? Therefore, the product will come, the industry will grow. Every action should come from learning. So, what is the starting point? Learning in life. What is Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, second chapter? Learning. After learning, action. Action is your life. What is that you are supposed to do? Right? Then, moksha, sannyasa, yoga. Then what is that you are supposed to do? I don't want. Had enough. I got position, good enough. I don't want. No, give it to juniors. Fine? You become a manager, then don't work. Give job to us. For which they need to be trained. First training, then development. Correct? No? HRD principle, first recruitment, then training, then development, then giving birth to somebody else. Right? So this is how it is. So here also you will see the first chapter, the problems, the setup is done. The platform is ready, which is the war. The war is between me and my practical life. Me and my thoughts. But here you have got Arjuna, who is a practical man, who doesn't know the philosophy of life, and the God who comes as the philosopher, who explains. Whether you do it or not, somebody else will do it. If you don't do, no problem. Somebody else will do it. Right? If you don't fight, no problem. Somebody else will fight. If you don't want, go. But then people will say, there was one great warrior who knows everything, but he didn't do anything. Right? You will become very famous. And people will take you as an example. There was a great person who did better, but he never went for a job. Right? Who knows the whole job, but he didn't do anything in his life. So that should not happen. That's it. So it is for making an inactive person active. Who is most unhappiest in the world? The person who is inactive. If you are active, you will never be sad. So an inactive person to active is from sadness to happiness. So Bhagavad Gita explains action. But not a blind action, with fully aware of what you are doing. Therefore, the first chapter is Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya is logic, full of logic. So you can ask question. The God is in front of you, and you can ask question. I don't believe you. You are stupid. You are useless. You are crazy. All that you can tell. Then He will give you logic. That's the beauty of. No. If I say this is night, yeah, because my teacher is saying it is night, it is night. No. You can ask question, and then how can this be? You can ask this question. To whom? Even to Brahma you can ask question. Yukti yukta upadeyam vachanam balakadapi. Balak is very small child. A small child comes and asks some question, and you say that you are wrong. Your question is useless. Nothing such happens in the Hinduism. Yukti yukta upadeyam vachanam balakadapi. If a small child comes and tells you something, see whether it has logic or not. Whether he is learned, what qualification he has, what age he has, nothing should be asked. Only look at what he says, whether it has logic or not. Yukti yukta upadeyam vachanam balakadapi anyat pranavatyajam apyuktam brahmakadapi. Even Brahma, God comes and tells you this is what you are supposed to do. Ask him why, when, how, where, why not. All WWWH question you can ask. Don't agree with him that easily. That's a freedom. So here also, the samvada means not question and answer, argument. And who did the maximum argument in the beginning? In the first chapter, you will see the sad Arjuna, full of, whenever somebody gets angry, in distress, in tension, what happens? You will bump out to someone who is very close to you. And who was very close to him? The driver. Lord God becomes the driver. Right? When you get angry, whom do you scold? You scold your driver. Your attendant, your steno, your PA, or who is at home. Maybe your wife becomes all in one. That's what you scold. Right? That's what we do. Maybe as any child you may scold your mother. And what the mother will do? Okay. Finished? Happy now? Now I will give you lessons. So second chapter only Lord Krishna speaks. And Lord Krishna says, what? The first one, you are neither to be called as a You were speaking, the first chapter you spoke like a very knowledgeable person. For what? For not doing this. Correct? No? You want to run away from the work field. That is why you told all this. Now let us, we have seen up to 16. Second chapter, which sloka we finished? 16. So here the Lord irritates him by saying, Kudastva kashmalamidam. Shame on you, Arjuna. Why are you? All these explanations are because you want to run away from this place, right? It's actually shame on you. Akirtiganam Arjuna. It is Akirti. Kirti is fame. Akirti is infamy. I told you that there are few requirements: power, position, name, fame. These are what we wanted. So if you run away, what will get? You will not become famous. Akirtikaram. It will become non-famous for you. And it is shame for you. So,
this sloka is this?
That is second chapter starting itself. First sloka is by Arjuna. No, first sloka is by Sanjaya. Sanjaya explains, like this he told, and then he left. Gandivam was fallen, and he is saying that I am not going to fight. That's the first sloka. Second sloka, Krishna started the blessing. Before blessing, scolding. Right? The first is scolding, that you are neither a human being, nor a lady, nor a purusha, nor a stree. What is this janma? Useless. And you wanted to run away. All such questions are asked. Two stanzas only. Then, next three are Arjuna speaking. His confusion whether to do or not to do. Vacillation, right? So whether to do or not to do. That's what we also have. So we must place ourselves as Arjuna and our daily confusion in us, and then read about it. Don't think this is what happened in Kurukshetra and Arjuna was there and there was way. No. We have a lot of problems around us. So here, whether to do or not to do, confusion is there. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. That's what we said, one of the most important sloka where Arjuna identifies there is some problem in it. The first chapter, he never felt he has problem. First chapter, he says, I don't have to fight, this is my decision. When you have confusion, you are in distress, right? Then there is a problem. Then what do you want? You want somebody who will guide you. Therefore, Krishna never spoke to Arjuna when there was no requirement from Arjuna saying that I want your guidance. That's a beauty. He said it is not good that you running away and all that, but still you have option. But whom should be approached for solutions? To your guru. So teacher will start teaching only when the disciple comes to the teacher. The guru will open mouth only when the shishya comes and says, I need your help. So that sloka is the sloka number 7. And what is that? I don't want to fight is gone now. Now he says, I don't know whether I should fight or not. I am in confusion. So when you are in confusion, who can help you? Guru can help you. But if you decide I don't want to do, nobody can help you in the world. So here, Karpanya doshopahata svabhava prishchami tvam dharma sammuda cheta. Action. Dharma sammudham. Dharma is in closed. I don't know. I am not able to see dharma. And therefore I am not able to act. Yes. Sreya sanishchitvam bhukti tadme shishyasteham shathimam tvam pravannam. I am going to be your shishya. Shishyatve. Take the studentship. And now start giving me the blessings. So next one more stanza is there. So stanza, and then now there is a narrator. Who is that? Sanjaya. So Sanjaya explains, this is what has happened. The starting, if you remember, Arjuna said, take my chariot in the center of Senayor Rupayor Madhye. Correct? He told, take my chariot to the center. Now, Sanjaya says, Sena, that 10th sloka, the last line if you can see. Senayor Rupayor Madhye. Who kept in that center? Now Sanjaya is saying, there was one requirement by Arjuna, take my chariot in the center. Now Sanjaya says, took it there, so many things happened. Now where is chariot? He did not run away. It says he is still there only. That means he was deciding not to fight, but he did not run away. He sat there. Assume he don't want to run away, don't want to fight. He could have told Krishna, take my chariot back. No? Chapter 1, what he said is, take my chariot and put in the center of the Kurukshetra. He kept that. That means he wanted to fight. But he's seeing his enemies, and those enemies are his relatives. He had a problem that I don't want to fight. So he is in confusion. So when people are in confusion, who speaks? Your inner sense will speak. That inner sense is God. Your creativity, your knowledge should work. So that is why 11th sloka, the real Bhagavad Gita starts 2nd chapter, 11th sloka. Ashocyananyashochyastvam prajnavatamscha bhashase. The way you speak, Arjuna, you seem to be a great knowledgeable person. Your knowledge is great. But your action or inaction now, not doing anything, your knowledge is there but you are not acting. That is worst part of it. You know how to fight but you are not fighting. Why did you learn all this? The Kshatriya karma is what? The job of a warrior is to fight. You have been given a gun for what? to shoot. Now what are you saying? I will not shoot. What for this? Walking stick or what? So, Gatas, what is your problem? If I kill all of them will die. Otherwise also they will die, no? Only little delay. And what is greatness of a warrior? Dying in the war field. So therefore, if not this war, some other war, they will die. If not now, after some time they will die. So you don't have to worry. Gatasuna, Gatasumscha. Those who are dead, those who are alive. You are segregating two sort of people. With whom you are? The dead fellows or the living people? Who are the living people? Your relatives? Okay, so you are for your relatives? Why there is a fight? Because the ruling by the Kauravas were not very good and the people are suffering. So killing those Kauravas, whom are you helping? The people. And they are large. Do you want to save your closest little number of people or you want to serve the entire society? So your action is not to be focused on few people who are bad. Your action should be for large number of people who are going to live happily. So are you thinking about these people who are going to die? Or are you thinking about those people who are going to enjoy their lives? Gadasuna Gadasumscha Nanu Shochandi Panditaha. No learned person will worry about either these living people or dead people. What happens after that, what happens before that, nothing they will think because they are knowledge based. So indirectly Lord Krishna is saying, you spoke like a knowledgeable person, but no knowledgeable person will do like this. What does it mean? Your knowledge is useless. Correct? So you are not a really learned person. So this is where last time also I said, chapter number 2, sloka number 11, Ashochya, don't become sad. And the last 18th chapter, 66th sloka, it ends with Ma Shucha. Starting is not to be sad, ending is also not to be sad. So whole Bhagavad Gita, there is only one message. In one word, if you want to say what is Bhagavad Gita, don't become sad. Ma Shucha. Ashochya. Ashochya is the starting, ending is Ma Shucha. Don't become sad. When somebody is in confusion, when somebody comes to you with a lot of trouble, what is the first word you say? Don't worry. Yeah? Don't we say this? We will not ask what is the problem. Maybe the problem is very big, but still what we will say? Don't worry. Who is there? I am there with you. Who are you? As if you are the most powerful person who can solve. I lost my visa. Don't worry. I am there. What can I do? I lost a lot of money. Don't worry. I am there. What is it? See, for every problem, everyone in this world, whether you are powerful or not, the best word is don't worry. Because the biggest problem in the world is worry. And if you don't worry, there is no problem in the world. So whenever something happens, what you should say? Don't worry. To whom? Don't listen from somebody else. You tell yourself, because that's what you tell everybody. So what you should tell? Don't worry. And if you don't have to worry, what should not be there? No problem. So keep saying, no problem. Is there any problem? No problem. Right? Why? When we have problem, generally what do we say? I am in a problem. What do you say? I am in a problem. Don't you see this? I am in a problem. English is very bad. I am in a problem. That means problem is bigger and I am inside that, right? Is there any problem which is bigger than you? No. Then how can you say that I am in a problem? So what you should say? Problem is in you. So why you have problem? Why you are worried? Because problem is in you. That's what Lord Krishna says, Arjuna. Problem is in you. There is no problem. Problem is not outside you. Problem is in you. So when you have problem, what is to be done? Drink a lot of water. Go to washroom, flush it. Say no problem. Your pressure is your problem. Right? Why do you take a lot of pressure? Let him die or no? No problem. You will see him later. No? After your death, you will see him again. So, Ashocyananyashocastvam. Let us stand there. Ashocyananyashocastvam prajnavatamscha bhashase Gatasumnagasumscha Nanushochandi panditaha. No pandit will. Yeah, what is pandit root word, you know? Pandit is knowledge person. What is the root word for pandit? Panda. Panda is knowledge. Discriminative ability is called panda. Black and white. What do we say now? Do you know black and white everything? That is why panda is given black and white color. You know panda, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which color is that? Black and white. So the name panda came because panda means knowledge, but we don't pronounce this panda. We say panda.
What is the difference between panda and jnana?
Jnana is theoretical knowledge. See, in English knowledge education, 2 words will complete the whole learning process. But in Sanskrit, you have got jnanam. You asked about jnanam. Jnanam is knowledge.
So there is pragya, which is your inner knowledge. There is gyan, which is your external knowledge, and then discriminatory knowledge is what is called
Vijnan. Vijnan is different again. Vivechanam. Vivechana buddhi is different. You know, we have lot of such words. Ahankaram. See, what is Vivechana buddhi? Vivechana buddhi is, I know this is correct, this is wrong. And the most Vivechana buddhi is what I know, what I don't know. Got it? The beginning, Arjuna did not have Vivechana buddhi. He says, I know, there is no use of fighting. Later, he got a doubt. When you have doubt, what are you saying? I don't know whether fighting is good or not. Karpanya dosha. So some unknown disease is me now. And that dosha is making me sammudam. I don't know whether to do it or not. That means you have confusion. Why confusion came? Because you got little more knowledge. A small kid, when they are learning, they have a textbook in which you will say, this is snake. The kid has no confusion. Where is snake? Or if you ask where is snake, immediately they open the book and this is snake. But you know this is not snake. But we taught them this is snake. Why? Because that's how learning happens. Learning happens in the preliminary level, that is knowledge. Snake is this. That's it. But when you really see a snake, you realize that was the picture of a snake, this is the real snake. That is Vivechana buddhi, right? That is discriminative power. So your knowledge increases, now you have confusion. Seeing a snake, whether this is a snake or a rope, you have confusion. From confusion only, then you will start investigating, touching whether it is moving or not. Right? Whether it is, all that experiment we do. That experiment makes our knowledge perfect. So every knowledge should be practically applied, and then applying it becomes experience. And after some time you say, this may be snake but not harmful. That means what? You have seen many snakes. Otherwise you have seen only one snake, you have confusion. So why do you need knowledge? To use practically for the society, correct? And for yourself. That knowledge becomes your experience. So what is the ultimate of knowledge? Experience. What for? For the society. Got it? You need a lot of different examples to show in front of you, that becomes experience. So who is the most wise person in the world? A person who is experienced. Correct? And such person we call, he is an expert. What is expert? Become part first, then become expert. Be crazy about things first. Such people only can be expert. So here, immediately, the explanations are given. Why it should be done, why it should not be done. So we skipped a few. Every sloka is beautiful. That's one of the biggest sloka. No? Only 11 to 26. After that, this confusion will not be with us. Because after the first chapter we skipped most of the slokas, no? Because there is nothing great
He's
happening.
still chastising him, right? Like he's still scolding him.
No, here there is no scolding. 11th chapter onwards there is no scolding. Tattva. The basic principles which can be applied to anyone.
11th sloka.
11th sloka to 26th or 25th sloka is most beautiful. Sama dukkha sukham diyam. 15th. You want the 14th one again? Did we take 14? No. We skipped and went to 16, right?
16.
Good enough. Otherwise, every sloka we will have to explain. We need maybe one whole life. Not good enough. Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satam ubayora vidrishtvanda astvanastostva tastvadarshibhi tattvadarshibhi. What is tattvadarshi? Who is the tattvadarshi? The philosopher. Right? What is philosophy? Knowledge. Enjoy knowledge.
So darshan means to see.
Darshanam is philosophy. That is why PhD. I am a PhD in mathematics. What did I get? Everybody who gets PhD, whether it is in mathematics or Malayalam or English or any language or any science or any social science, commerce, whichever subject, technology, what do you get? PhD. Why? Doctor of philosophy. What is philosophy? Darshana Shastra. What is Darshanam? You can see the problem and you can find solution. So PhD is not given on the subject. PhD is given for your ability to find the problem and get a solution for that. Once you can do this, you can do it. Any subject you can find a problem and you can find solutions. For that the degree is given. Doctor of philosophy. So who was the best philosopher? Darshana Shastram. Darshanam is philosophy. So who had Sudarshanam? You know Lord Krishna had a weapon. What is that weapon? Sudarshanam. Su is and prefixed when it is to be good. Kham is space. Sukham. Good space. That is Sukham. Du is prefixed always to make bad. Dukkham. So bad space. So I am a gum department scientist. I am from space department. My job was in space department. So I am from gum department. But I know how to make my gum su or du. Where is your space? Your manas is your space. Your atma is your space. Your body is full of space. Yes sir. Your body is full of space.
Mostly empty.
Mostly empty. You zoom inside 20,000 times, you will see.
Lots of space between.
You zoom up to 10 power minus 9, then you get nanotechnology. You will see all the chromosomes, moving things and all that, right? Go up to 10 power minus 13, you will see atoms. You go beyond minus 13, you will see neutron and electrons going around it. If something has to go around, you need a lot of space, right? So matter is more or space is more?
Space.
So why are we seeing ourselves as solid body? Because our view is not a 10 power minus 20. Assume you have got a microscopic view. What we will see? Empty space. So what is this world? This is called Maya. We are seeing things like this because our vision is limited. When we get greater vision, what do we see? Emptiness. Nothing is there. See, that's a philosophy. The whole essence of these slokas, if you want to really understand, you must understand metaphysics. You must understand nanotechnology. You must understand the inner chemistry, nuclear physics. Correct or not? The nucleus have to be cut. There is a nucleus or an atom. To cut an atom, what weapon you want? To cut a tomato, do you use a hammer? Why? A bigger equipment than the size of the object, you can only smash it, you cannot cut it. So how do you cut an electron?
Is something finer than.
Finer than electron. So you imagine you have a weapon which is much finer than electron, and that is what cuts electrons, right? It's a great knowledge, and that is the most powerful. So don't think that the power comes because of the size, it comes because of the frequency in which it works. That's why it is called an accelerator. Acceleration is more important. The word acceleration is more important. Sound is most powerful. Light is most powerful because acceleration is more. Electromagnetic energy. In which frequency level you are working. So every one of us works in a different frequency level. That's it. In a different frequency, we understand things in a different style. In another frequency, see, assume my eyes are not in optical region, my eyes are in X-ray, then I will not see you like this, right? My visibility becomes only thermal. Then what will happen? My eyes are thermal. Then I will see your temperature only. Correct? I can see the people are not shape is not seen. I will only see one matter there with one temperature, another matter with a different temperature. That's how your camera works with a different frequency. So every one of us will see things as we are seeing. So here Arjuna had a different vision. Now Lord Krishna wanted to see him a vision which will be in a different frequency level. He understands what is life. Right? So what is being taught here is what is life, what is sukham, what is dukkham, what is your action, what is good for you. Okay? Tattvadarshinihi. So you become a philosopher now. Let us skip 17, 18. Yeah. Maybe 20 seconds sloka. I like all of them, but 20 seconds is much. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya.
Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya.
Navani grihyani naroparani.
Navani
grihyani naroparani. Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani.
Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani.
Anyani samyati navani dehi.
Anyani samyati navani dehi.
Here, vasamsi jirnani. There is nothing in the world which will get jirnam. We were talking about the body. What is our body? Full of space. What is our body? Little matter. As soon as we die, what happens?
Matter disintegrates and space remains.
Cell disintegrates. So what is your life? L-I-F-E, life. Life is that binds all the matter together. So what is my life? That's my life force energy. What is my life? Which we call it as aura. When we keep God's picture, you will see an aura around it, right? A bright light. All of us have. How much you have? As much as you want. When you get angry, that depletes. When you become highly spiritual, you become an Atmiya Purusha, you will also get a glow around you. How much you have to test? The practical method of testing it. Do you have traditional ropes where you dry clothes? Right? Now today you cannot go below the rope, there is no rope. Everything is washing machine, dryer. But traditionally we had 2 pillars and 1 rope, and you hang it at the sun, right? When you pass below that, generally you know this rope is not touching you, but don't you bend your head? How much you bend? How much you bend, that much is your aura. You understood? When somebody is walking, if there is another person behind you, you feel some energy is coming. That is your aura. And every one of us have got this aura. It varies from 9 inch, 1 feet. My guru had 6 feet. So when he sits around wherever you are, you feel the presence. For some people, some houses, the aura is too good. You feel like sitting there. Some houses, Aura is there, but highly negative energy. The spinning electromagnetic energy can be a different frequency. Just now we said frequency, right? So we all think in a different frequency. And sometimes that frequency is not matching to our frequency, the wave will not match, you get coherence. Otherwise you get harmony. When you get harmony, this person is very good. When you don't have harmony, the frequency mismatch. Then what you will say? This person is not good. Assume you are traveling in the flight, somebody who is going to sit beside you. Say, I don't want this person here. That person should have been better. Why do you feel this person is good, this person is not bad? Because your frequency is not bad. You want to know the science? Look for biorhythm. Google. You want to know today your biorhythm? You can give in your date of birth, and we have got horoscope in Bharatiya Shastra, which is exactly matching with biorhythm. This research I did in 2002. I gave nice public talk. The largest audience which I had in 2002 was more than 10,000 people in Kochi. My subject was this topic. That time my research topic of my passion was to find out how horoscope and the biorhythm which computes in Western country, and this biorhythm will tell you how do you perform every day. Today's biorhythm you can plot and see whether emotionally I am up or not. Emotionally you are down, don't meet your girlfriend. Emotionally up, and there is emotionally down, finished. Quarrel will happen. Do you remember everything every day? Someday you remember something, some other day. Because your intellect also has got a rhythm. One day intellect high, next day intellect down. Right? You understood? You can plot a curve in which physical, you are eating same food every day. You are living in the same place, climate is almost the same, but one day you feel, oh, I am energetic. Next day, why? Because you are not what you want to be. You are all determined by different planets around you. That is put together, made frequency for each one. That also depends who is sitting beside you. A nice person sitting beside you can make you good. A bad person sitting beside you after some time, the bad not in the concept of physical look. Now you don't want to cry, but you go to a place where everybody is crying. What will happen to you? You will also start crying. Why? Because that frequency influences you, and your frequency also will become that. This is called a biorhythm. Right? A lot of people who did research on this. I did a research on comparing this with our horoscope to find out whether horoscope can predict, and I found it is exactly matching. We can plot. So physical, emotional, intellectual, social. One day you feel, I must meet many people, I must mix with them, I must talk to them. Next day you feel, oh, these are not required, because they are not caring. Why people are not caring you? Who will go to a beggar? Huh? Only people want the givers, right? But you want people to come to you and talk. Why can't you go and talk to them? No, that I will not do. You know, there are two people who are going in a boat. One fellow fell down. The other fellow said, give your hand. He said, no, I will not. I never gave anything to anyone. So why do I give my hand? The person who is sitting in the boat said, take my hand. Immediately he caught. So giving and taking, there is no difference. It is from one hand to another hand. You must know logic.
So if you're saying that the horoscope and biorhythm are matching very well,
Yes.
and if basically when they say whatever happened in the horoscope didn't happen, then it was probably wrongly interpreted.
Not wrongly interpreted. See, as per horoscope, you have been produced, your character is this. Your character is different and behavior is different. Behavior is controlled by the people around you. You understood? So there is a basic character and there is a behavior pattern. What changes is behavior. Now you are not supposed to sit beside the transformer. When you sit beside the transformer, no moon can change your mind. The transformer will change your mind, because that's also electromagnetic energy. Your whole house is, earlier horoscope we had all the Mars, Saturn and all that. But today in your house you have got much more devils than all these grahas. One is the fridge, one is microwave oven, one is washing machine, one is fan, one is lot of electron. no electric lights, everything gives you electromagnetic energy around. So don't you think that will affect your rhythm?
Essentially, these are all variables that impact us, and more the variables, the more complex the match becomes.
Yes. See, earlier seeing horoscope as husband and wife comes to us for seeing horoscope. I'm an astrologer. Comes to us immediately. Somebody said, "My child is too, hyperactive." He said, "As per your horoscope, you cannot have a child like this." That also can be said. Fine. Earlier, your horoscope, when we wanted to see the child, whether it's hyperactive or not, you can see it, father and mothers. But today, the class teacher, nursery teacher, everybody influences more than father and mother. No?
So the essence, the character may not be hyperactive, but maybe the influence may be hyperactive.
Yeah.
So the
Because
variables.
all of us not behave based on our character. Do anybody knows your real character? Huh?
Apart from us.
No, you yourself also don't. Because after reacting, you will say, "Why did I react like this? I never thought I would do like this." Don't you say this? Right? And maybe you have a girlfriend, very good, very happy. The day you got married, second day, third day onwards, I will show you my real face. Right? So all these days, what are you doing? What it? So we never show our face. When we get real angry, your real face will come. One anger, one face, another anger, another face. With whom, assume you got back to your young 6th grade classmate. Will you behave like this? You will become a child again, right? Correct or not? So what is that we are doing is behavior. What is that you have inside is character. Character will never know. Behavior only can be seen.
So for a Sthitapragya, character becomes behavior.
Yeah, that is where I am coming to. Why did I come to this sloka? Because Arjuna is showing different behavior. But Krishna is not talking about behavior. Stop your behavior. Get your real character. Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha. How do a sthita prajna will speak? A stable person, matured person. Everybody wanted to become matured, but we don't behave matured most of the time. So, how do you become matured? How do you become an Atmiya Purusha? How do you become more social, more intellectual, and balanced emotion? You get into spiritual.
So when you say character is constant, so the Atma, the character never changes?
No.
Okay.
Atma doesn't change. That is why even if you are from a small village from India, okay, and you came to US, and in US you are eating different style of food, but once you go back your home, no, you will become again the old person. Or there is an intention in you to become like that. You may hide it for some time, but it comes out one day. And you say, "Yeah, this is enjoyment." But here also you enjoy it because you know how to mingle with the situations, right? But then there is an inner you which you want to get it out one day, and that is you. You don't like to take mirchi bhaji. You don't like to take ice cream because you know eating ice cream will give you sore throat, and you don't want. Who says I don't want to eat? I don't want to eat. Your buddhi. Why? Because it says it is not good. What is your desire? I want to eat, I want to eat, I want to eat. Your buddhi will say don't eat, don't eat, don't eat. Whom do you listen? This is conflict. This is confusion. And therefore you become depressed. And then assume you desire to eat. Immediately what will happen? After having, I should not have had. I think there is some small problem. Problem may not be there. You start thinking about problem because you did something there, you had a confusion. Now assume you don't have ice cream. At night you will get, in the dream, you will have ice cream. Why in the dream ice cream is coming? Any unsatisfied desire is what is coming as dream. But in a different shape. You may not see ice cream as ice cream. You may see instead of ice cream, you may see something else. For logic, not to eat ice cream, you are told something, that also you will see that. So there are different thoughts which comes to you during that time. Who says, oh, I should not have done it, I should not have told this, I should have done it? Who says this? That's your Atma. That's why Lord Krishna says, Uddharet Atmanatmanam Atmanam avasadhayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhu Atmaiva Vipuratmanaha. Who is your best friend?
Self.
Yourself. Who is your enemy? The worst enemy? You yourself. No, nothing outside matters to you. It's you to you which matters.
So Atma character not the same, sorry, I'm confused.
Atma character is like a judge.
Okay.
Judge will not involve in activity, right? But after doing, he will say you should not have done it. If you don't do it, judge will say you should have done it, right? But then, if judge become administrator of level, and he is called Atmiya Purusha. For him, I scolded somebody, I scolded. I did some mistake. Yes, I did it. So what? You are not worried. A person who is not worried becomes a spiritual man. Or a spiritual man is one who is not worried about the consequences. Because he knows, I did it not because I wanted to do it, God asked me to do it. Atma is the place of God.
Normally we used to say that if a person did something good or bad, the born character never changed. We used to say that if it is a good character, doesn't matter. If it is a bad character, then we will try to correct that bad character to good.
Actually, there is no good character and bad character. There is only character.
Yeah.
There is no good judge or bad judge. There is only judge.
If we do a bad thing and we say, okay, I did this bad thing, but I'll not worry.
Yeah, that is because as human, we are not individuals. We are a society around us. So whenever we do something, we try to find some reason and somebody who will support us, somebody who opposes us. And if there is somebody who is supporting, we will say we have done a good thing. And everybody around is opposing, then we will say, yeah, I did something wrong. Though you have done it with 100% sure it is right. But if there is nobody to support you, any activity which you do will become a wrong thing.
So in this example, a state probably wouldn't mind what others are
No,
saying.
they don't.
He will continue to do it.
They will still mind,
Yeah.
but mind for some time.
For some.
Even in Mahabharata, like sometimes my mother used to say Duryodhana was bad, but sometimes he used to repent. But because Shakuni used to tell him, no, you done good thing.
Duryodhana never repented. Otherwise, he cannot be statically wrong.
Oh.
You understood? You say that Duryodhana is wrong. Dharmaputra is right. Right? They studied in same class.
Same class.
Same professor taught. Same books they studied. They took birth in the same family. Cousin brothers only. Why did one become good and one become bad? Why did one become friend of Krishna? Why did another become friend of Shakuni? That is the character. So you are good or bad doesn't mean, I told you, whoever if there is one friend to support, you think it is done good. So there is somebody like Shakuni who is from Afghanistan, Kandahar, Gandhar Pradesh, Afghanistan. So Shakuni says always to Duryodhana, what you have done is right. This is how we should do it. Therefore he was never sad. And he never listened to anybody else. And Duryodhana never listened to anybody else other than Shakuni. Dharmaputra never listened to anybody other than Krishna. And Krishna always says, this is Dharma. Because his Dharma is not for him, for the people. Therefore, who was more unsatisfied, more unhappy? Dharmaputra. Duryodhana was always happy because he never thinks about anybody. A selfish person will never think about anybody else. Therefore, Duryodhana was happy. To become happy, you have to be most selfish. But your basic character is not that. You will find after some time, oh, I should not have done it. That feeling was not there for Duryodhana.
So we say Duryodhana is not happy, but for 12 years Vanavas he was trying his best
No,
to...
Dharmaputra was not happy.
Duryodhana was trying to send spice and everything.
That is all. That's all fun. Game. See, when you are playing, you may get hit. When you are climbing a mountain, you will get tired. But that is happiness. When you have itching, you are scratching. That is happiness. Don't say that the skin is getting worse, my blood will come out. I am not worried about all that. I am enjoying.
But don't you think that was fear in his mind?
That was not there. There is one sloka. in which Gandhari called Duryodhana and said, my son, look at your cousin brothers. They are always good. Why? Everybody is saying they are good. But about you, even today, after 5,148 years, you are saying Duryodhana is bad. But he has not done anything wrong to you. The whole world, 5,000 years is saying that he is bad. Do you think a mother can hold this? The most unhappy woman in the world is Gandhari. Because schools there were complaints. As he became employee, there was complaint. Everyone complained. Right? Therefore, Gandhari called and said, my son, look at your cousin brothers. How nice people they are. Why can't you be like that? You know what the answer he gave? Janami dharmam. Mother, I know what is dharma. Janami adharmam. I know what is not correct. Nachame pravatti. I am not able to do it. Nachame nivrutti. I am not able to get rid of these wrong things from my life. Why? Kena vikame. I am only listening to one thing, that is my desire. Kena vikamena. From where comes? Hridistitena. From my hridayam, from my heart. My inner sense keeps on telling me, do it, enjoy. Have you got the answer? Kenapi kamena hridistitena yadha niyuktosi. He says, do it, do it, do it, do it, every moment. There is no single moment he says, don't do it. Kenapi kamena hridistitena yadha niyuktosi tadha karomi. As I am asked to do, I am doing it. Who is this as I am asked to do by whom? My inner Atma. So not even a single moment that Duryodhana had this vacillation, whether to do or not to do. He was always for do. No second question, I did something wrong. Nothing, I did nothing wrong.
So it's a clear polarity where being from good side also had never doubted. Like when he went to Mahabharata war, he never thought that I should kill or not. He was on a war path, he was a warrior. That is was the one who had all this intellect and because he was having a lot more information than he should have had.
That is why I said Bhima is not intelligent. Intelligent people are no problem. Non-intelligent people are no problem. You have a good manager, big problem for him. Because if he is a dumb fellow who is a manager, assume you come with the problem. You know what the manager will do? What do you think we can do with this problem? So who is thinking now?
We are.
Now you will suggest one thing. Okay, done it. So he is free. He has no problem, nothing in his head. So there is one nice book, a 1 minute manager carries monkeys on his shoulders. There are a lot of 1 minute managers, 1 minute Andy, 1 minute Sun. There are a lot of series of books. Right? 1 minute manager carries monkeys on his shoulders. This like this. Duryodhana was always happy. There was no problem because he didn't think. Bhima will not think. He is also happy. But he happened to be with the right side. So whatever he did was right for us. For Bhima, he doesn't know whether he is doing right or not. Because he is doing. Action is more important.
Does this imply that we should do whatever our desire
See,
to be?
then how do you know what's your desire? Because it's always conflicting. Because you don't know whether to listen to your manas or to buddhi. Atma will not talk to you. Atma will talk to you later. So before doing, there is only two characters. One is your brain, another one is your heart. Manas will say, desire, I want to do it. Buddhi immediately will say, don't do it. You came to one place and then decided to speak to somebody. Immediately no. Who says this no to you? But after the party is over, you say, I should have. We are not single. We have got, that's what I said, we have got a society. We are not, my book is Life Very Simple. But the first page itself, when you read, you will understand life is not that simple.
So the question now I have is, we talk about Arjuna and Duryodhana, but Karna also, I mean, I'm sure he was conflicted and I don't think he was happy. I don't know what you would think about
See,
Karna.
Karna is one of the biggest problems. Assume you got a BTech with a normal caste certificate, no problem. But once you have taken a caste certificate, wrong caste certificate, And then you got a bitter. Every time you will have this fear. Karna always converted. He produced wrong certificate, got admission. He did a lot of cheating here and there. Because by Janma itself was like that. He never know where he belongs to. And he wanted to marry somebody where he knows that he is not supposed to go for such competitions. But he got selected. He would have won. But then he said, you are not a king, you cannot attend this wedding
Wasn't
competition.
the story that Karna was representative of Duryodhana, Hastinapur for the Draupadi Swayamvara? Wasn't that?
See, that is why only when Duryodhana gave him the kingship. See, when you do wrong thing, you don't have any other way. Some politician will come and tell you that you joined with my party, I will support you.
But Duryodhana was also cunning. He himself participated. When he lost, he wanted Karna.
That is what happens in every political party. You need a binami. When you lose, you need a binami. Therefore, Karna was not the original.
Yeah.
No, he was always a binami. He never had freedom. That is why when he had a realization that I am the eldest brother of Pandava, he wanted to join there, but he lost every individuality.
Yeah. His identity was shattered completely.
Shattered.
But didn't Krishna also admit that Karna knew what Dharma was and he was not
Yes.
to follow Dharma?
See, even Duryodhana knows what is Dharma. Janami Dharma. I know what is Dharma. A thief also knows that theft is wrong. But his job is that. A butcher knows what he does is not a good thing, but he has to do it. A police knows he is not supposed to fire somebody. It's wrong. But his job is that. A surgeon knows I am not supposed to cut somebody's body. But surgeon has to cut. That is his job.
But in this example, police and a surgeon, they are working on the betterment of the society. So eventually,
That is why where you do it matters.
Yeah.
When you do it matters. Just because surgeon can cut somebody's body, not for a surgery, but when he gets angry to his family member, he cannot cut his body.
I think we are all similar to Duryodhana in one way that we possess Bhagavad Gita at our house, we can read it anytime,
See.
but we don't act according to it.
Yes. And not even Duryodhana, Dharmaputra, we have everybody in us. See, the whole Mahabharata is a mythological story in which you can identify your character as one. When you read that, you think, I am this, or I was this, or tomorrow you will become that. So, it's such a beautiful story where the whole world, and you see, here itself, when somebody becomes a king, there is a Charvaka. Charvaka is a critic. Critic goes and says, whatever you have done is wrong. To the king also. And to God also he says, what an advice you have given, what a stupid advice, who will advise like this? So Charvaka is most powerful.
Are you talking about Vidur?
No, Charvaka is
It's
a
a philosopher.
philosopher. Charvaka Maharshi, and he is given as the highest Rishi Pada.
But whatever his philosophy is called Ajivika, it's actually closer to atheism than theism.
See, that is what I am saying. You will not see a story in which atheist is given a major role.
Yeah.
And the writer himself is one of the actors there. Vyasa himself is an actor there.
So do you believe that these events are actual history or?
Do you believe this is a telephone?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, because it can cause.
See, belief is one of the worst word which should not be used in Bharatiya Shastra. Do you believe this is watch? Do you believe this is cloth?
No, we wear it because it's a good.
Do you know or believe?
It is fiction because everybody believes it, so we can to believe.
Yeah, that is what the difference. You believe it. The child believed that this is snake until it saw a real snake. So do I believe? Yes, I believe. Why? My father believed, my father, everybody believed. And I learned that this is snake. Therefore, when I see a real snake, I can understand. So now I don't believe. Now I realize. What is realize? That is what the whole Bhagavad Gita is for. To give you realization, and that is why I said my interpretation is whole is a story in which we have a role and our character is what is shown there. So it is not story of a war, it's a story of confusion, distress, tension in us. But when you read some other philosopher, Bhakti Vedanta, they will say there was a God. Correct? And Krishna had got lot of jewels. You will see most of the Hindu gods have got lot of jewels, right? Right? And if you are not you are blind, you are fully believer, fully bhakti. There is a nice story set. You know Bhagavatam, where Lord Krishna's life story is explained, every ornaments, dress which he wears, everything is explained nicely. One thief, unfortunately, missed the way, and then he went inside the temple and sat in a corner. And there was something happened. So you have seen in some movie and all. During the procession, they will go inside and hide, right? So for the thief, this was a hiding place. But first time in his life, he is hearing such a story. What is the story? Lord Krishna has got a lot of stars, lot of diamonds. His kirida is fully decorated. He has got full gold ornaments. Everything is explained. At the end of the session, everybody left. Only the person who was giving this bhashan was there, the priest. The thief went and asked, where is that fellow's house? Show me. Give me the address. Then the person who is preaching, he said it's only a story, right? Which happened during the Dwapara Yuga, but this is Kali Yuga, 5,000 years over, nothing is there. All the time he was telling God is existing, God is there. Now the real knife came as a life threat, what he says? No, God is not there. So what is his faith? Okay. Now who fully believed that there is God? Thief. The priest have no faith. Because priest is doing because at the end he gets
money.
The thief, somehow this thief is not leaving this fellow. Because he may lie. Therefore he said, I will kill you, give me the address. So immediately he gave the address of the nearby Krishna temple, where there is a big compound wall. Inside another compound wall. Inside there is a safe place which is locked. You have to break all that and go inside and you will see God. Right? The thief believed. He jumped, got inside. Lord was there with full decoration. Showed the knife and then asked, give me all the ornaments. He got all the ornaments. The thief generally gives 30% to the person who advises or give the address, help to them. So he went back and then gave 30% to him and said, I got gold from Lord. You take 30%. The priest thought, all these years I am preaching, but I could never see God. So who will see God?
The believer.
Believer who is blind.
So do you suggest bhakti yoga, karma yoga, do you suggest little bit of everything?
See, everything has to be in us.
Yes.
If you don't have bhakti, you will not learn. If I don't tell my child this is snake, I am not going to teach. My father is not alive when my child took birth. So what do? I keep my father's picture and say, this is my father. I know this is not my father. My father cannot be put inside the album, cannot be put inside the shelf. But I am saying this is my father, so that he gets an impression of
what your father actually was.
Correct? So we are taught lot of stories to get an impression of God.
We can't actually see him, sir.
You understood?
Yes.
But where is God? There is another story. A nice philosopher one day went to one of the temple. One of the Shiva temple has got Shivlinga. Traditionally, temples were not buildings. They are on the roadside. Somewhere, some tree, there used to be a Shivlinga and people do archana. One person went there and he was tired because he took a long walk. He kept his leg on top because for him that's only a stone and slept nicely. Where is his leg?
On the link.
On Shivlinga. And the priest came morning and saw somebody was sleeping, his leg is on top of the deity. And the priest said, looking at him, he looks like a great man. So he said, he could not scold. He said, why can't you take your leg out and then sleep somewhere else? He said, where there is no God, you keep my leg out. Where there is no God, you keep my leg there. Is there a place in the world where there is no God?
No.
If you are a true believer, what do you believe? Right? You know, a believer went and asked the priest, shall I pray when I am smoking? You heard this? He said, no, while smoking you should not. Huh? Can I pray while I am smoking? No. Can I smoke while I am praying? You understood? What is that life? We don't know what. Rupam rupa vivarjitasya bhavado dhyayena yat karpitam stutya nirvajaniyada gila guru turigata yanmaya bhaktitvam chamaya krita. Everywhere God is there and we have shut him in some closed rooms. And said if you go there you will see God. As if nowhere else God is there. Right? Rupam, we have given a shape to him where he cannot have shape.
He cannot be confined.
Confined into shape. Her nose is good, her thigh is good, every part of her hair is very good. You cannot have a God with half-cut hair and all that, no? A God should have big hair, no? What a, you see God with full nice smile. Why she cannot have a different, no? So we described God as if they are the most beautiful person in the world. It's undescribable thing we are describing. Correct? So, doshatrayam matkridam. I am explaining God where God is indescribable. So, I have done 3 doshas in my life. Everyone who is a bhakti, belief, what do? They do all these mistakes. Atheist doesn't believe in all this, but he is the real bhakta. So, what according to Bharatiya Shastra, who is the best service person? Don't do all this. That is not important. Yena kena prakarena yasya kasyabi dehinaha sandosham janayat prajna tadevam mishra. Do something to someone somewhere which gives happiness, not a temporary happiness, a permanent happiness. And that is what is called a real karma. Service to not God, human. So serving people are better than serving God. Don't do this.
How can you give someone permanent happiness?
Yeah, that is what knowledge is the permanent happiness. So, which is the best dharma in the world, best karma in the world? Teaching somebody is the best karma. Giving food, he is happy only for 4 hours. After 4 hours, who will give you next food? Correct? But I am sure you will never forget this class. Will you? Because I have not given food, I have given knowledge, which will be maybe a spark for you to think, spark for you to learn further. If not today, after some time you will remember, oh, there was some class like this, right? So what is the best service? Annadanam paramdanam. Best service is food? No. Vidyadanam atatparam. Vidya is knowledge. Vidyadanam atatparam. Bigger than that, higher than that is knowledge. Don't give fish, but teach him how to fish. Annadanam paramdanam. Vidyadanam atatparam. Annena kshanika atrutihi. Food will satisfy you for some time. Yavat jivam cha vidya. Throughout life, as long as your brain, heart is working, you will remember what somebody taught you. For what? For you to do the same thing to the next generation. That is why we are doing it. By chance, we got somebody who taught something. And that becomes a task for us. And what am I getting? Enjoyment. What am I getting? Enjoyment. When? Oh, because of my contact I will get something tomorrow? No. My fees is paid. What is my fees? Some questions, some discussions. The face which shows that you have some happiness by listening to that, that's happiness. Right? So this gives you immediate happiness. Do something. So it is not tomorrow you get. Don't think that what is permanent? This is permanent. Is it not permanent? A day you don't have any job, keep listening to this again. Oh, that day I spoke. Right? That human being only can do. So knowledge is the permanent happiness. So keep learning.
One question I have, this is about the structure of Gita. I'm noticing that 3 or 4 slogans, and when I look at the translation, it seems to me that Lord Krishna is repeating the exact same thing over and over again.
See, it will be so boring if you look at Upanishad. Only one message, Atma is great. Don't worry about what is Prakriti. Don't worry about what is around you. Brahma is the essence. It is 100 times repeated. Same thing without shame. Lord Krishna is repeating in Bhagavad Gita. Shameless fellow.
Because he's trying to drill it down into
Yeah.
And if you continuously do it in different stages,
Why?
you will drill it.
Why? Because when you start praising somebody, it's good enough to say that she's beautiful, but then we start explaining spare part by spare part. Right? One word is good enough because he loves this part so much. So why is it boring for you? Say there is a lot of repetition
Yes,
because
sir.
no, I'm not saying. Why do somebody feel that it is repeated? Because correct. We have Sahasranamam, 1,000 names for somebody. Why? Because I love so much. What do we do? My darling, my cute, my baby, my cat. What do I call? Not enough. I want some more adjectives to be put, right?
Mm-hmm.
So similarly, 1,000 names are given. But assume you are not that much in love with the goddess and you start calling 1,000 names, how it will be? Darling, love. It will become so artificial. Correct?
So the bhava is important.
Bhava is important. Any art form, bhava is more important. Assume the same lecture which I give without bhava, it becomes boring. And there are some people who cannot appreciate bhava, they will sleepy also.
So the different slokas, 25, 26 and 27, chapter 2, they're basically saying
11th to 26th, same thing repeated.
but different bhava.
Yeah. Don't worry about the dead people. Don't worry about living people and dead people. Don't worry about their manas. Don't worry about anything. There only Atma has to be seen. So keep on repeating. Okay?
So essentially, when you focus only on your Atma, everything else automatically adjusted because you are contented. So everything else will seem contented, even if actually they might be having some problems, you won't be able to envision it.
Yeah.
And if you start looking at what my brother's problem is, you will never stop at anything.
Okay? Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihyani naroparani yatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyadi navani dehi. That is 22nd sloka. We'll see it again next week. Good enough?
Sir, I had one question about the biorhythm you mentioned. Is it possible, since we are human beings, is it possible to alter our biorhythms according to our thoughts or our...
Once you are spiritual, biorhythm doesn't matter. You become sthita prajna, the fluctuation will not happen. My guru's guru is the Ramana Maharshi. He asked somebody, let us go to the top of the temple. Then somebody said, the rock is too hot. You will burn your legs. He said, there is no sunlight at all. Why are you saying the hot? It's all in your manas. For such a people, climate doesn't matter. Correct? Why are we keep on saying, yesterday temperature was 97, 96 Fahrenheit. Too hot. Why is it too hot? Your body temperature is also 96.
I've seen videos of some Western researchers studying some sadhu, some Agari sadhu who is in the Himalayas, in between all the snow, he is sitting.
Yeah, nothing happens. I went to Kailash. So when we go for parikrama, the temperature is, we see snow here and there. -4 degree also we live. But you live there a few days, then it will not be a problem. You know the problem? We keep saying it's too hot, it's too hot, it's too hot, too hot, too hot, too hot. Everybody has to feel too hot. You keep saying no problem. See, I went along with my guru. So when it was too cold, we were all shivering. He never even had a topless.
Whoa.
And that temperature. And you know what he says? Shiva Shiva, 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 Shiva Shiva. Not bad. Hold your hands to your ear. Hold it like this. You will not know what's around. This is the antenna of your body. The temperature is measured here. So if you close it, so what he does? Heat it. That's it. You are heating your antenna.
And then there was something, I think I was reading something somewhere. it said about the Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi. If you are feeling too hot, you just start breathing from your left nostril by some pranayama vidya, and then from your right nostril if you are feeling too.
See, there are different methods of treatment, but that is to be done with the people who really. Got it? Any breathing technique which is sold in the television, told by thousands of people and lakhs of people, yoga has become a great practice without knowing what it is. So it's one of the biggest trouble. So yoga is not yogasana and breathing practice. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. In with pranayama. Pranayamena yuktena sarva yoga samaraha. All the disease can be removed by pranayama. Control of breath. Ayukta abhyasa yogena. If you do wrong, sarva yoga samudbhavaha. All the disease can come to you.
If you don't breathe properly.
So, just because one Swami is doing, you also keep doing, then you should eat what he is eating, you should sleep where he is sleeping, so don't copy. But what people have done, just because these people are doing like this, we will also do like this, we will become like that. Annadada Sughi Bhava.
Bring you the details of your horoscope. If you are saying that you are lucky today, if you meet with
In that book I wrote, astrology is a signboard.
Yeah.
Astrology is only a signboard which says this could happen to you. But your driving matters.
So which road you pick also matters. If you take a wrong road, then you will get wrong signboards also. Sir, with these many planets and all these things as our reference points, the more, like you started saying, now we are having television in our houses, which also influences our energy. We have ovens in our house, which in some way or the other helps. So if you increase more and more variables, the mathematical equation becomes complex, and that is why it is very hard to determine why one is not one's own character.
And not even that, the people who are predicting are not that qualified.
Yes, both are.
See, the world is such, the fame is what is counted as knowledge.
Yes.
He is more famous,
More knowledge,
more knowledgeable.
which is wrong, but it is how it is.
That is how it is.
Yeah.
The word authority becomes based on. He is a great man, he comes on TV every day. That's how we speak, right?
Yeah.
Why he is coming on TV every day? Because he pays money to come onto the TV first.
Right.
Everything is a sponsored program. No television will invite people to speak every day. It's all money paid.
Either they are getting TRP.
And all the spiritual leaders have got great channels. They run channels by themselves.
yes.
They appoint people for praying because they don't have time.
Sir, sorry to digress, but I would like to know what paper you would have published when you got your PhD the first time. What was the topic?
That was fluid mechanics.
Oh.
I am a mathematician turned into fluid mechanics.
Enjoyed the talk. Sorry for a lot of interruptions.
No, I love it. I don't want to finish all the slokas because slokas you get anywhere.
Yeah.
And discourse you get. You open Bhagavad Gita, you will see lakhs
Several
of,
discourses, yeah.
millions of people speaking. But this discussion will not be there, no? But this will come on YouTube. I'm uploading all the earlier ones also. Send a WhatsApp, I'll send you the link.
Uploaded every week.
Okay. So
Whatever happened last 3-4 weeks is already uploaded.
I don't follow a lot of gurus, a lot of people are, but I'm very spiritual myself. But I like to have conversations with a guru who is like this, who is not doing it for any specific reason or any specific commercial paradigm added to it. He's just doing it for overall.
How do you know?
But you never advertised it to us. Like there are folks who can, even if they don't say that, please check out our merchandise outside or something like that. You never say that. It's like now I'm interested in reading it. It's just because you never told me. So thank you, sir.
Good. God bless you.
I have one question. One thing that I'm totally new to Mahabharata. I'm interested in Ramayana other than Mahabharata. Now only I've started learning about Mahabharata and what I was supposed was to ask her, like I heard stories like Bhishma, he's very intelligent, you know Tamil, right? Shall I convey it? Bhishma வந்து ரொம்ப intelligent. அவர் வந்து கௌரவா சைடு இருந்தாங்க. ஆனால் அவர் சொல்கிறது வந்து அந்த கௌரவா பீப்புள் யாருமே கேட்கல. இன்ஃபேக்ட் தே ஆர் ரிலேட்டட் மோர் டு Saguni speech they didn't hear of. If they heard of Bhishma's talk, then they would have gone in a right path, right? So it's their karma, right? That's what
always
you can
their
say.
karma.
But
And
how
not even
come
that-
they have that intelligent person but they are not listening to them?
See, that is because he stays here, but he speaks for Dharmaputra.
For Dharmaputra. So
He love people who are dharmas.
but they could have tried to listen to.
That will
If
not
they
happen.
had happened,
See,
means Mahabharata would have
that way
not come.
Lord Krishna himself went for a negotiation. No? He could have listened. Correct? So nobody was listening. And the whole thing is meant for making such a story so that there is a war.
Yeah.
But can we get coffee or tea? Me and you? Next couple of weeks? I will reach out. Okay, we'll get together. Thank you. Thank you.
Though I'm hearing everything now I'm not that familiar with these things. But later on when I read this, definitely I'll take all
It's
these
very
things.
simple, but it's very simple. But only
Giving me
needs some-
interest to learn all these things.
They are learning, no? Slokas, Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
Karmandi
Yeah,
Vadhikarasi.
I mean,
Yeah?
in Chinmaya Mission they have organized some
Classes.
some tests, kind of thing, right? Learn 8 verses. That time I taught them that Asura Gunangal and Goddess Gunangal. That thing I taught. That time I learned. I used to wonder how all people are learning Bhagavad Gita, how they are reciting all these slokas. Within a minute, I am not able to read. I am not getting a chance to understand all these things. I think God had shown
No,
me
but
this path.
very simple,
To,
only thing you will
to
have
learn
to-
the
yeah.
essence of Bhagavad Gita
Essence
and to
if you know,
practice
and
all
then
those
you
things.
will.
Other than reading slokas, this would be good and to continue my life, I think. Same thing, Lama.
Do you have such sessions every week? This is the first time I